There we go. Okay, you guys should be able to hear me now. And I don't know why it's so blurry. I'm trying to get the autofocus to go. Maybe it'll come in at some point. Hey William, hey Dynamite, how you doing? So I'm doing all signs a little early on a Friday because I'm struggling to find out where I can fit these all signs in. So just bear with me. I'm doing them when I can. And we're going to basically take a look at what's in store for the last 2 weeks of August, like the last half. And I have to say, this week is a little crazy. We've got so many major transits happening in the sky that are causing a lot of friction, a lot of tension between people and authority, between oh gosh, like there's a lot of war banging, like you can hear the war drums kind of going. And so this is because of the Mars and Saturn square that is happening right now. And that the Jupiter is also enhancing Mars because they're together in Gemini. But the big thing, the big transit really is this Mars and Jupiter square that is going to be happening on the 18th and 19th. And this is the first of three. So we're going to be feeling this square over the next year. This is going to be something that continues. I mean, we're not going to feel it in its full entirety for the next year, but it's going to come and go and come back again and then go, just because of Jupiter is going to go retrograde in October, and Saturn is going to go direct at some point. And so it's just Jupiter's going to hit Saturn 3 times. So expect that there's something that's coming up around now that's going to get resolved next year, but you're going to get the first insights into it right now. And when we think about like what Jupiter and Saturn represent, Jupiter really represents your beliefs. At the end of the day, Jupiter's all about your beliefs. It is about your philosophy on life. For some of you, this will be about your spiritual beliefs. But it is also about, you being able to see the bigger picture. Now, Saturn always wants to rein in things, wants to like, hold on, let's slow things down. Let's not get too carried away. Jupiter likes rules. Saturn likes rules. Saturn likes regulations. And so oftentimes we see Saturn representing the government. We see Mars representing the people, Jupiter even, representing people. But Jupiter can also represent kings. And so it's interesting that we're going to see some leadership experiencing, certain leaders of different countries are going to be experiencing like almost like this kind of crackdown, tightening, what do I want to say? The striking of the whip kind of, some of them are not going to fare very well through this entire transit. And we may see the fall of some leaders or leaders falling from grace, throughout the next year. Possibly we'll start to see some now, but there's a lot of, with Jupiter and Mars in Gemini. I talked about this on the alchemy call on Sunday. Expect a narrative being spun around war, and that it's going to try to get war going up, and which we already are seeing. But when it comes to your personal life, also be careful of the narratives that you are telling yourself that are preventing you from really getting responsible and serious and dedicated and committed to building your dreams now. Because Saturn in Pisces is wanting you to build your dreams. Saturn in Pisces wants you to do the thing that you've been longing to do. And Jupiter in Gemini is like, well, let's just get like maybe our ideas are just getting, maybe there's too many ideas. Maybe I don't know where I'm supposed to focus. Maybe it's all of the beliefs that are telling you why you can't do it. Like I really want you guys to pay attention to that, like especially this week, but going into the full moon, because this is a time with Saturn in Pisces. It's a beautiful time for you to capitalize on building your dreams, of doing the thing that you've been really wanting to do, because Saturn there is actually helping you. I personally have been experiencing, this is one of the best weeks of the year for me. Like I don't even know what's going on. I feel like I'm having an opposite effect, or like all of a sudden I'm falling in love with Mars square Saturn, Jupiter square Saturn. Like I don't know what's going on, but It's definitely activating a lot of my money houses. It's activating my business, things like that. So, and I'm like having major expansion in all those areas. Sudden influxes of things like just out of nowhere. And so I don't know what's going on there, but knock on wood, we will take what we can get. But you know, the full moon in Aquarius coming up, though, for the most part, is going to be a very dramatic full moon. It is a very tense full moon, is probably the best way to say it. There's a lot of tension. There are two T squares happening in the sky, and virtually involving almost every planet. Especially all the personal planets, which is what is most important. So that means we all feel it quite deeply. And this full moon, if you haven't listened to the podcast with Mary, please do, because we talk about it and it just feels like the world's going to go mad. Everyone's going to be going mad. It's just going to be madness. So, yeah, expect craziness. Sorry, guys. What else do I want to say? Oh, if you're not on my newsletter, and you didn't get my newsletter this morning, I announced that I am hosting a super, super fun masterclass next week on Wednesday, the 21st. Oh my. It's a dating masterclass. In fact, I want to share with you guys how I discovered something that was eluding me for so long. I just couldn't figure it out. I'm like, I don't understand. I've done all my inner child healing work. You know, I'm looking at myself. I'm trying to become the best version of myself for the kind of partner I want to attract. You know, like I was doing all the things, taking myself out on dates, buying myself flowers, doing all the self-love nurturing techniques that you can imagine. My goodness, I could write a whole book on it. And yet my dating experiences were a little lackluster. They weren't bad, but they were a little lackluster. And I was like, why am I not finding the kind of guy that I would like to spend the rest of my life with? And it hit me after my ayahuasca journey, 2 months after my ayahuasca journey 2 years ago. And it was a massive epiphany. And once I figured out what was going on, I was able to shift everything in my dating experience. And I've had so many better dating experiences since then, and have literally, even this year, I have had multiple men like already like wanting to marry me. Like it's crazy. But of course, you know, like you've got to find the right one, and who knows? I think lightning may have struck this summer. But that all being said, I want to teach you guys what this is. So it's called Stop Dating Your Type, so you can start dating your life partner, so that you can get into the relationship that you've always wanted but maybe never had. And that's basically what my whole intention was. I want to have the relationship that I've always wanted but never had. And then I figured out what was the big thing that was getting in my way of how I was sabotaging everything, and I had no idea. And it was because it's so easy to like hide. It's ridiculously easy. So anyways, if you'd like to come, link is in the description below. It's going to be this Wednesday live. And of course, there's going to be recordings. You'll have access to the recording if you can't make the live. And it's super cheap. It's only $15. So, hey, if you want to get some fun dating advice and you want to support your girl, that's an easy way to do it. So what else? I think that's it. Oh, the 3-day 180 retreat. If you'd like to come to the retreat, as you know, I announced the winner on the Lionsgate portal, and Nika was the winner of the gifted retreat ticket, which I'm super excited about. And spots are filling up. So we are only, I think, a month away. Oh my God, we're a month away from the retreat. I'm so excited. This is going to be like, I am really gearing up to make this one super, super transformational. I want everyone to get like life altering results here. So if you're wanting that big massive change that is really difficult to get on your own, come to the retreat. Come hang out with me for a few days. I'll give you all my love in person, and we're going to change some shit in your life. And you're going to be pretty freaking surprised, because everyone who comes has major shifts in their relationships. Every single person. And then you get half the people get healing miracles, and other people get results in like more money in their jobs, changes in their careers, like amazing stuff. So, it's not one to miss. That all being said, I'm on a little bit of a time crunch here, so we got to get going. All right, so let's jump into it. Earth signs, you guys are first. So let's see. Earth signs, you guys are first. And we are going to go into this, and we're going to look at what is the main theme of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn for the last half of August. What is the theme for my Earth signs? You know, speaking of like love and dating and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but my favorite movie of all time is Meet Joe Black with Anthony Hopkins and Brad Pitt. And I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but that is like my absolute favorite movie. And like I'm just the person who's like I won't settle. After my last relationship in my mid 30s, or like, yeah, my early to mid 30s, and I realized, oh no, like we're never doing this again. I was like, I'd rather be single and happy than settling in a relationship. I'm not with the kind of person I want to be with. And it's because of that movie that I'm like, no, I believe in lightning striking. I believe in like that love that, you know, transcends everything else. I'm a hopeless romantic. I totally am. But I know it exists because I felt it. I've had that with some people. And the great thing is that as you go through your life and you do more of your healing, that actual feeling gets way better and way better. So, has anyone in the live chat seen that movie? Let me know. All right. I'm hoping that my, at some point my camera's going to decide to focus properly, but let's just get into it. So what is the main theme for my Earth signs reading and for the last half of August? And what is the potential challenge my Earth signs will be facing? What is... Here we go. Well, yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, and what is the potential challenge? Okay. Well, Earth signs, I think you may have a full moon reading coming up here. So the main theme of your reading is chaos. I don't know if you can see that there. So this is kind of obviously chaos. There's going to be a little bit of craziness here for you, Earth signs. There's going to be some drama potentially, or it's just going to feel like everything's kind of scattered, like nothing's in its place. Everything's kind of like at high speed. It's going to just feel like the spin cycle, like you're in the middle of the spin cycle in many ways. Now the challenge for which is kind of crazy because this is literally what this full moon is all about. And then what do you get? You get the moon as your challenge. So I want to say to my Earth signs, be diligent from the point that you hear this reading, especially if you're hearing it now and then over the next couple of days. Please, 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 because the full moon is on the 19th. And what's today? The 16th? Say the 16th? So that doorway is already opening to the full moon. The moon is also telling me like, okay, this is also something to be mindful of. Is the moon also represents your inner world. It represents your most personal parts of yourself. It represents the dark night of the soul. There's two messages I'm getting here. One is for those of you who may find yourself in the midst of quite a bit of drama or tension or chaos, which is very likely over the next week. I want you to be very mindful of your emotions. Do not let your emotions get the better of you. Now, here's the thing, Taurus. you guys have Uranus in your sign, so you could be the chaos. You could be the one that's causing the surprise and everything in people's lives. For Capricorns and Virgos, you guys have a nice trine to the Uranus. So it's in a flow state to you. So that's why I'm wondering how much this is going to affect you. Now, Virgo, I don't know. The only thing is that obviously this moon is square Taurus. So that's why I'm like, ugh. Taurus, you might be a little troublemakers this week. But I will say, for some of you, it feels like if it is getting overwhelming, I want you to consider being vulnerable, allowing really personal parts of yourself to be shared where you might usually hold back. But do it in a way that's not from a place of reaction. Do it very thoughtfully, very mindfully, and intentionally. Because if you do, that might be helpful. So let's kind of go into the cards here and see what is in store for my earth signs. Let's just give this a little quick shuffle. All right. What do we need to know about the past for my earth signs? What do we need to know about the past? All right, we have the beautiful Wheel of Fortune coming up. I love that card. We have Virgo, the Hermit, coming up. And we have the Five of Cups in reverse. Coming into the current energies. I apologize. Coming into the current energies. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. We have the King of Crystals in reverse. This is what I'm a little scared of for you earth signs. But we look, lo and behold, we have the Empress Taurus Libra energy coming up. We have the Three of Swords in reverse coming into the near future. Ooh, we have the King of Cups. This is what I'm saying, earth signs. You may need to get vulnerable. This may be a time where you actually express your emotions when things feel a little like off kilter, a little bit off balance. And then we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, overall energy is the Five of Wands in reverse. The Chaos card is in reverse. And underneath that is the Seven of Wands. Okay, wow. Earth signs. All right, you're getting a very, very like specific reading here. So with the Five of Wands in reverse, this could for some of you mean that you're going to be experiencing internal conflict, internal chaos, right? Like something's getting triggered within you. You might be emotionally triggered in some way, and it may cause you to get a little defensive. It may cause you to be a little on guard. I don't feel like that's the right move for you, earth signs. I really feel like at any point, at any turn that you can make, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allowing yourself to surrender, allowing your heart to lead versus your mind is really what's going to like open things up here for you. In the past, we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit, and the Five of Cups in reverse. So I see there was some big change here that happened. I want to say positive change, something for the better. I don't know if, you had some sort of windfall of unexpected luck or something good happened here. For some of you, it just may be change finally started to happen. The wheel is finally turning here for you. But with the Hermit, I think there was also this kind of need to go inward because, sometimes when there's all this change happening, sometimes it can take you a little bit by surprise, or sometimes the thing that we really want, it can show up in ways that we're not expecting. So that's why I don't know. I don't know why I keep saying not expecting. But in any case, You may have like wanted to just go in, check in with yourself, do some meditation, retreat a little bit, just do a little like internal temperature check, you know? But with the Five of Cups in reverse, I like this because this tells me that you're finally like starting to look at the glass as half full versus half empty. So something positive shifted here for you in the past. Now, in the current energies, you have the Seven of Cups in reverse, the King of Crystals in reverse, and then the Empress. So what I'm seeing here is, look, it's going to feel like, for some of you, you're going to feel like, I don't have many options here. I don't feel like I can see all the options, or you're just going to feel like certain doors might be closed. They might not necessarily, it may just be a perception shift. But with the King of Crystals here in reverse, what I don't like about this is, because it's in the heart of one, it's in the heart of your spread. But you know, the King of Crystals can be, you know, this is a little bit reactionary. This is a little bit hasty energy. Hasty energy with your words, hasty energy with execution of something. I just want to say this is not the time to be hasty. This is really not the time to be hasty. This is a time to really think about the words you're using, the reasons you're using those words, what are the intentions behind your words. Because at the end of the day, you also have the Empress here. So this is showing me that there's some sort of like, for some of you, this might involve someone that really means a lot to you. Okay. The Empress usually talks about like our person or just someone who's very important to you in your life. And it can also just mean like this could be about you expanding yourself to receive more, to open yourself up to, maybe it's love, maybe it's receiving more money, maybe it's just receiving in general. But I do see an opening here. There's some kind of shift here. So the King of Crystals in reverse could also be like, you know, maybe it's time to put my heart above my head, you know, like instead of letting my head do the leading, I'm going to let my heart lead. And if you do that, I really feel, Earth signs, you're going to come out a winner more likely. In your in your future, you have the Three of Crystals in reverse, the King of Cups, and then the Nine of Wands in reverse. So I see healing happening for you, something that has been painful for you, or something that has been unresolved when it comes to a pain point, matters of the heart, something where you've maybe been suffering or experienced suffering, is all coming. There's a very mature approach to feeling, to loving, to expressing here that's coming into the future. And I love this. And what I love the most, especially because we see the Seven of Wands underneath this Five of Wands in reverse, is that Nine of Wands in reverse is surrender to me. Sometimes this can be giving up, but I'm not picking up that energy. I'm picking up more of a, you know what? I'm just going to let go. I'm going to surrender to the process. I'm not going to try to control it. I'm not going to try to figure out the right way, the perfect way, the whatever way, you know, you're just going to kind of surrender. And so I kind of love that. So let's go into the clarifiers here and get some more details for my Earth signs here on what is going down for them the last half of August. All right. What is going down for the last half of August? Tell me about the Five of Wands in reverse as the overall energy. What do we need to know about this? Ooh. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Two of Cups in reverse, the Devil, and then the Queen of Swords in reverse. Ouch. Ouch. Okay. Look. Whether this is an internal conflict or an external conflict that you're trying to resolve, Earth signs, there is an energy down below this that wants to use a very sharp tongue, especially you Virgos. Do not use a sharp tongue. Do not use a fast tongue to speak. Because this most likely involves someone else in your life, and it'll be someone of some kind of significance to you. And with the Devil here in between it all is just telling me like some fears are getting triggered. Some kind of old toxic patterns might be getting triggered. Listen, with Saturn and Pisces kind of squaring all of these other planets, Venus, well, it's opposite Venus, it's square Mars and Jupiter. the thing about this is that there is an opportunity to take your maturity to another level, to actually learn from the things that you've been learning from and actually apply it in actual real time and take something like to actually have a healing moment. And I actually see the possibility for that for a lot of you earth signs. So I just want to say, look, the recipe here could go in a disastrous way for you if you're not mindful. But if you're aware and you're mindful and you're really being centered with your intentions, coming from your heart, then I think you're going to do very well. You're going to rise above this very easily. So let me just see what this Wheel of Fortune is. Okay, so we have the 5 of Coins in reverse. So for some of you, your money situation may have turned around. Or for some of you, this is where you felt isolated or alone or rejected in some way. That would have also turned around. Yeah, and we also have the 6 of Cups coming in. So something here where you're like, yes, victory. I finally, I feel good. Like something's moving here and it's making you feel victorious. It's making you feel successful in some way. What is this Hermit? What is this Hermit in reverse? Okay, so look, the Lovers card in reverse. So for some of you, if this is involving other people, you may have needed to go inward to kind of look at your past relationships or past relationship dynamics, and that means any kind of relationship dynamics. Okay, and then the Page of Cups, and also what holds you back from really expressing what's on your heart? Okay, what holds you back from that? What is there something that you don't allow? For others of you, this is about looking at past decisions that you've made. Okay, past decisions that you've made when it comes to maybe not following through on what your heart really wants, whether it's a dream, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a deeper connection spiritually, being very connected intuitively, whatever it might be. I think you needed to turn inward to say, okay, what is this that I've done in my past that just isn't working for me, that I definitely don't want to engage now. It feels like there was a turn of events, and I think you just wanted to make sure you don't sabotage it or ruin it or something. What is this 5 of Cups in reverse? Ooh, we got another Empress card coming up. 2 Empress in your reading. Wow, that's powerful. So you definitely went from glasses half full to glasses spilling over. You have the 7 of Coins in reverse. So I'm seeing here that you definitely, it feels like you're planting seeds in new places. It feels like you've taken your energy out of something old that didn't really give you any returns. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to go somewhere new, and I'm going to I'm going to plant whatever this new thing is that you felt successful in. It feels like you're like, you know what? I'm going to nurture this. I'm going to give this everything I've got. I'm going to take care of it. I'm going to be very mindful. I'm going to be leading more from my heart, because the Empress is more of the feminine energy, which is the heart energy. The masculine is more mental, right? And so, and it just felt like you were also leaning into the unknown. I'm getting that you kind of had to lean into the unknown a little here, earth signs. It's like the abstract, the unknown. There's no clear linear path here. Okay, what is the 7 of Cups in reverse? What is this 7 of Cups? Okay, we have the 10 of Coins in reverse. We have the Sun. I'm going to take one more on that. 7 of Cups. Ooh. Wow. Okay. We also have the Star. So it's interesting because you are for some of you, this 7 of Cups in reverse might actually be clarity for some of you. Sometimes when the 7 of Cups is in reverse, it really brings in there's no more confusion. You know exactly what it is that you want. And I think with the 10 of Coins in reverse, for some of you, you realize this is going to require some kind of long-term commitment, either commitment of money, commitment of time, commitment of energy. And maybe you're just trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to do this? How do I, and for some of you, you may have gotten I think you're about to get clarity on that. But this is a very optimistic, and a big dream of yours. So whatever this is that you're getting clarity on, it's big, because the star and the sun, I mean, hello, this is like your wishes coming true, and a lot of optimism around here, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness coming in. Again, the sun representing a lot more clarity, but it's also bringing in this higher consciousness awareness into the picture. So this king of crystals, though, in reverse, what is this? Okay, good. I am so glad this card just came out for you guys. The Hangman. Okay. And the Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, look. This is either you, or you're dealing with someone who is having a hard time, or maybe just not able to find the right words in a very mature way to express themselves. For others of you, if someone around you is wanting to react quickly, I think you're going to hold back, because it feels like this person means a lot to you. Whoever this person might be, they're important to you. And there's also, like, with the Ace of Cups in reverse, this is telling me that something here is starting new, but there's a little bit of a lag on it. Whether this is like again, new cycles of dreams coming true, heart openings, relationships, things of that nature are kind of opening up here for you. And so whoever this person is in your life, it feels like it's either you or the other person's going to kind of hit the brakes and say, hold on, let's just pause for a second. And let's not let this get carried away, which I really, really love. And I think this is where the expression comes in a beautiful way. So what's this, Empress? Yeah. All right, Ten of Swords in reverse. I love that. So the ending of like fears, the endings of like things that you've been so anxious over. So the King of Wands, beautiful. So there's this passion, there's this excitement, there's this really magnetic drive of energy coming in, of wanting to really move forward and leaving the past in the past, and really allowing for this kind of heart expression. Like, what is it that you desire most? The King of Wands is like full of desire and passion, right? One more card, please, on the Empress. And then the Faith card in reverse. This may be something that's a little less conventional. So this may not follow traditional, this may not be unfolding in a very traditional manner, or there's like a way to go about this that is not the usual, like it's kind of like figuring out your own path. And for some of you, like, this may be something you've actually had a lot of faith over in the past, and now it's coming to fruition. So something that you've had, maybe something you've prayed about, something that you've been working towards, maybe it's something you've been spiritually aligning yourself with in the past, and now it's kind of coming to fruition. Because I really see beautiful stuff coming here in the future for you too. What is this Three of Crystals in reverse? Oh, beautiful. Okay, we have the Magician and the Four of Cups in reverse. So Earth signs, you are taking an opportunity. You are taking the steering wheel and you are driving this in a specific direction, a direction of an opportunity where you're like, I'm not going to let this one pass me by. I'm ready to kind of open my heart. I'm ready to let the past go. I'm ready to let the pain from the past go. I'm ready to allow my heart to heal and to feel and to engage. It's just, there's a lot of creation happening here with the Magician. Something is coming together and being molded. And it's like coming out of a place where you weren't content. And now it's like, ooh, opportunity. I'm ready. I can do this. So what's this King of Cups? What's this King of Cups? Oh, oh my, oh my. Okay. Well, we have the Tower and the Four of Coins. Now, someone might be expressing something to you, or you are expressing something to them that really takes them by surprise, or it's like it's a little shocking. And it's something that they've been holding back, or you've been holding back. Someone's been holding something back, but whatever is expressed, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's King of Cups energy. It's mature. It's coming from a very authentic and heartfelt place. So I don't know what this is going to be, but it is going to be shocking, and it's going to change. It's going to change the trajectory of something here. And it feels like in a good way. And I think the only option you have is like, well, it's not the only option, but I think the best option is, okay, let's surrender. What is this Nine of Wands? Okay, we have the Ace of Coins in reverse. Again, the Three of Swords in reverse. And the Six of Cups. Okay, so I think what you're doing is like, you're going to allow yourself to let go. You're going to allow yourself, you're not going to fight. You're not going to like resist, which is great because it's over here. And you're willing to kind of, there's something very healing about what's happening here. Like there's something that's in your heart or someone's heart that is getting very mended in a way that is long overdue, it feels like. And what this is allowing is for new roots to be placed, new roots to kind of grow in a garden of stability, a garden of security, a garden of actual like bigger possibility and abundance for you. And I would say with the Six of Cups here, this may be someone, you may be dealing with someone who really feels like a soulmate, and someone like you really are connected with in some way, someone who feels like you've known them before, you know, like they could be someone from your actual past here, but it may just be like that feeling of like, I know you. And again, this could be like a new friend, or you know, just someone coming into your life in a way that you just weren't expecting. But there's definitely, I feel it, look, whatever this is from the very beginning that I started reading this reading for you, Earth signs, I felt like it was so important for the heart to be expressed and for vulnerability to come through. Do not hold back on that, but also make sure that it's not reactive vulnerability. Really be intentional with it. Be thoughtful, slow down, take a breath, don't rush it. You know, or if you're dealing with someone who's feeling like they need to rush it, slow them down, allow them to take a breath, you know, like just create some space for them. Because it really feels like whatever is going to be expressed is very beautiful, of a very elevated and mature nature that is definitely going to open the doors to something that you weren't expecting, I think, or maybe they weren't expecting. So I love it. Very cool reading. Very cool. Especially with all the energies and the way they are. I'm not surprised. Because Venus is opposite Saturn and square Jupiter. So there's, you know, Venus is really getting triggered a lot for all of us in this time period. All right. How's everyone doing? I know, Steph, you may have just got here. I don't know what to do. My camera is not focusing for whatever reason today, so we're just gonna be a little blurry. I'm trying. I'm just gonna like call in whatever spirit guides, dimensional guides I have. If we can fix the focus on my camera, that would be great. All right, so we are on to water signs. Water signs, you guys are next. All right, water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Yeah, thanks, William. Bongo Bud Connor, hello, from Lake Ontario. I used to live on Lake Ontario back in the day, but in Toronto on the other side. Ancient Rose, hello. Whoop. And again, if you're just joining and you want to sign up for my Stop Dating Your Type, Start Dating Your Life Partner Masterclass, it's going to be so fun. I'm actually like so excited to do this with you guys. Link in the description below if you'd like to sign up. It'll be next Wednesday, so only a few days, 5 days away. Okay, what is in store for my water signs for the last half of August? What is the general theme and what is the potential challenge for my water signs? Let's see. What is the general theme of the reading for my water signs and what is the potential challenge? Oh. Interesting. Okay. You have the Raven's head coming up here, water signs, as your overall energy. So this is telling me that you are called to something and you must answer. And that means you're going to have to go into the work. The work has begun. And there's no avoiding it. So do not try to avoid it because you cannot. You have been called by the Raven, and so you must answer. And this just means like the work is well underway even already. Now the challenge that you might be coming up with is actually like synchronicity. So can you allow yourself to really, you know, when we are actually doing the work and paying attention, synchronicities can actually flow, right? And so you may if you start to see that there are synchronicities showing up here, water signs, it's a good sign that you are well into the work and you are doing that. Now, the other thing with synchronicity is it's a time thing. So I just want to kind of go source, destiny, the miraculous message. Will you hear it? Will you hear the message? Will you see the message? Sometimes there's synchronicities all around us and we're not paying attention. I would say, water signs, pay attention to the signs over the next couple of weeks for sure. Because there is something that's pulling you forward. Are you listening? And you may be getting little synchronistic messages that are showing you, yeah, go this way. So sometimes when we can get into the thick of the work, you can kind of get a little your head underwater feeling. So, just know that what you notice matters, you matter, and when this card arrives, sacred messages are abound. Everything is a living symbol, a synchronicity. Its guidance is sent directly from the alchemists who have come before you to encourage you along the way. See the deeper meaning of what is in front of you. So don't dismiss the signs and don't avoid seeing the signs. So let's see. What do we need to know about the past here for my water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. We have the Two of Stars in reverse. Huh, and then the Death card. Wow. Okay. Coming into the present energies. The Seven of Cups upright. It was in the reverse here for Earth signs. The Seven of Stars upright. And then the Hierophant in reverse. Coming into the near future. The Two of Wands in reverse. The Six of Wands in reverse. And then the Eight of Stars, which is the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. The overall energy is the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay. With the Three of Stars or Three of Coins in reverse. Okay. We have a lot of reversals here, but what I'm getting for you, more so water signs, about these reversals is more of, it's kind of like, it's more of, how do I say this? It's not the path that looks super identifiable. Like it, things aren't what they seem on the surface. Like you've got to look deeper, than what is just being shown. And I mean that what it might present as like something that you think is maybe not a good thing, or may present as a challenge, but deep below it though, it's got a really, it feels like more of a stronger purpose. And there's, and what I want to say is that the path that is taking you to where you want to go is just a little different than what you're expecting. So with the Nine of Cups in reverse and then the Three of Stars in reverse, I mean, for some of you, it feels like, what is it that you really want? And what's not working to allow yourself to get there? There may be things that you have to stop doing, to allow yourself to really have what it is that you desire, what it is that you really want. I'm kind of getting more of a Mercury retrograde vibe on your reading, to be quite honest, water signs. I'm getting kind of this like, hey, we need to go recheck this or reanalyze this or reevaluate this, or maybe there's a detail we missed here that's like why it's presenting like in a reversal, you know, like something needs to be rechecked. Because there's something that you really desire here. But the way of building it is not in the old way. There's a new way to build it, is what it feels like to me. And you've got to go in this a different direction than you're used to going. You've got to build it in a new way, because this is different. And so in order to have something different, you can't do something the same old way, right? That's kind of what I'm picking up here. I hope it's not too cryptic. I hope it's making sense to you, water signs. Let me know. But in the past, you have the Four of Wands in reverse, the Two of Stars in reverse, and the Death card. So look, it's like there's something about relationships here, or family, or some kind of celebration that I don't know if things went the way you expected, or they didn't, or maybe there's just some kind of hiccup in that area. It feels more like a hiccup of some sort, but it caused you to like be like kind of took you off balance and maybe have overwhelmed you a little bit. But it's like, you know, it also brought you to this point of like, I got to make a choice here. I got to decide, oh my God, I think am I a little more like in focus now? It feels like I might be just a little more in focus. So, and then the Death card just feels like something is either ended, but transformed. Like, I feel like there is a rebirth here that happened for you. Like you took something that was old, and maybe like an old dynamic, an old way of thinking about things, seeing things, applying yourself to things. And you made a choice here to not let the overwhelm get to you. And you're like, let's transmute this, right? Like, let's take the heaviness of this and turn this into something that I can actually work with. And in your current energies, you have the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Stars, and then the Hierophant in reverse. So, look, I see that you've got some options that are coming up here. You're looking at your different cups, and you're like, okay, you've got things that you're trying to look to choose from. Some of you, you're going to be a little overwhelmed by the options. You're going to feel a little confused. For others of you, you're just like, okay, I want to choose carefully, and with and for some of you, you also might be saying like, oh wow, like it's not just this, like I can do this and this and this, and there's more ways to skin this cat. So Seven of Stars, like you're really kind of, there's a little bit of a pause here, there's a little bit of a waiting, which is again, I like seeing this kind of pause energy in the first two readings, because this is the time to be of a slower nature. This is the time to slow it down, take your breath, take your pause. And I see that you're like, okay, you're waiting. There's something here you're waiting for, but you know that you've planted the right seeds. It's just a matter of like, let's see what's going to grow first. And with the Hierophant in reverse, I think, whatever is kind of coming up, it's like, all right, it's time to take the less conventional path here. And I do see that. I see that there's something where you are going to be taking a less conventional path. For some of you, this may be like, I think for a very few of you, this may be something where like a relationship might be ending, or like you're choosing to go in a different direction. And it could be any kind of relationship, something that may have like, it's come to its close and you're choosing to go in a different direction and you're seeing that you have other options. I think that could be the case for a few of you. Just because, you're like, I can't build what I want to build here with this person, or like, we're not on the same page. And then, in the future, we have the Two of Wands in reverse, the Six of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Stars. So, okay, it's again, you're heading down a pathway that is not very clear to you. But I do feel like, again, you have got to pay attention to the signs, because they will be there for you to guide you. And so although you're heading into an area that's feeling, like, it's going to challenge you to do some more work here. But that can come even through the most positive events. It's about knowing that you can't see where this path is taking you, and what is even maybe around the next corner. And for that, I think the Six of Wands, I'm picking up that there might be a little bit of self-doubt. There might be a wondering, like, am I even going to be successful at this? Am I going to succeed? Like, is this really going in the direction that I want it to go? But at the end of the day, I see you really putting in the effort with the Eight of Stars here. I see you applying yourself. I see energy, time, money, whatever is being spent to really make this work. Like, you are dedicated, is what I see here, water signs. So let's see where this is all going. Tell me about the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, we have the Four of Coins. We have the Queen of Coins. Okay, so, you're looking to build something stable here. You're looking for stability. You're also looking for success in a way that you are looking to be seen and acknowledged. And, with the Queen of Coins here, this is about, for some of you, this is an elevation of your own status. You're kind of like taking your status to a higher level, of one that is appreciated, one that is noticed, one that is definitely looked up to. And with the Four of Coins, I'm getting more of like, for some of you, you've been holding back on this to some degree, but for others of you, it feels like, what it is that you really want. You're knowing that you're going to have to build something in a new way, like not the old way. And so you're kind of like, it feels like you're going through a bit of a deconstruction process, water signs, and you're looking to reconstruct this in a new way. And that's going to require a different approach that you're not used to. So it's going to feel, again, it's going to feel a little scary. It's going to feel a little uncertain, but at the end of the day, what I do see is that you're first and foremost wanting stability, you're wanting strength, and you're wanting security here. So that's kind of what this is all about. So what is this Four of Wands? Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, so you have the Nine of Coins and the Six of Cups. So again, for some of you, it feels like you're kind of reevaluating or looking at family or relationships, important relationships, where, you know, you're looking at, okay, I feel like some of you are like, how do I be successful? How do I have everything I want? And also have this connection, build this connection. For others of you, it feels like maybe this was something that had to be let go. For some of you, you may have become single, decided to come out of a relationship and follow your dreams, follow like your heart. And this would have been like this may have involved someone that you cared about. Like you definitely felt important to you, of some significance. But for others of you where that's not the case, it just feels like you're looking at like, okay, how do I merge being with my person or with or opening myself up to a newer kind of relationship dynamic, but also allows me to still keep my identity, allows me to still be true to myself and honor like all the places where I'm being like successful. So what is this Two of Stars in reverse? Okay, we have the Strength card. So yeah, you definitely were either overwhelmed and needing to make a choice or both. But you had to, there's something that required courage on your end or required a little more energy than you're used to. But whatever happened, you made it. You were kind of gung ho about it, you know, like, so when you finally did make it, you're like, nope, this is how we're doing it. And what I'm seeing here too is like where you're wanting to go is like, you don't want to mess around with like the lower level stuff, right? You're like, I want to get to the top, whatever that means, the top of like your happiness, the top of your dreams, the top of relationship game, like whatever it is, just feels like you're like, I want to be at that top level of where my spirituality is fully connected. I have that passion. I've got the courage. I feel alive. Like I'm following like my desires kind of thing. I feel like there's like this wild attraction. And again, that attraction can just be like this magnetic force of like you and whatever it is you're engaging with. It doesn't even have to be with a person. What is this Death card? Ooh, the Ten of Cups. Oh, with the Death card again on top of it. So the Ten of Cups sandwiched between death. Well, there's an I'm getting overhaul. Like you guys are going through an overhaul of something. For some of you, it does mean the end of some kind of something, whether it's a situation, a relationship, I don't know what it is, an event. But for others of you, it's not the end of it. It's the end of how it has been, and it's going to be completely rebirthed. So, but in order to do that, it requires dedication. It requires commitment and work. So let's see where the Seven of Cups is going in the current energies. Yeah, okay. Eight of Swords. So just be mindful. You're going to be in your head a little here, water signs. You're going to feel, for some of you, you might feel trapped on like what to do. But you got the Devil here in reverse. Like you're really wanting to move forward in a way that doesn't give the energy to like the toxic past parts of you, the way, or your fears, or like things that you have been like shackled to in the past that you've been breaking free from or trying to break free from. Like you want to make the right choice here. It's like, it feels like you're really wanting to make the right choice. You might be overthinking it here. And you might feel a little stuck because you might, I don't know which way to go, but with the Seven of Stars, this is telling me I think you're going to take a nice little pause. You're not going to rush it. What is this? Seven of Stars. We have the moon coming up. Okay, you're going to really think about your feelings. You're going to think about what your true needs are. You may even want some space to tap into your intuition here. The Seven of Wands with the World card in reverse. The World's in reverse. It feels like you're really fighting for something. You're fighting for something like you really want this to be an achievement. You want this to be something you're going to be proud of in the end. And so I think you're taking a little extra care with it, which is great. I just want to say, water signs, you are going to be guided through the next couple of weeks. You're going to see synchronistic messages showing up. So if you are in your head, it is actually good to kind of like, okay, how do I just kind of close my eyes, get into my heart space, tune into my intuition, let my mind settle, and really see what I need to see, and just pause for a second and not be reactive. And it feels like, because you're fighting for something, you really want a good achievement here. You want to reach your goal, whatever that is. What is this? What is the Hierophant in reverse? Okay, we have the Page of Coins in reverse. Temperance. Okay. Look, whatever you're doing, you're going to feel a little green at, okay? It's like this is new. This is really new. And I don't know exactly how it's going to be presenting for each of you water signs, but it definitely feels like you're a little green to how this is all going to go down. I just want you to have patience. Again, Temperance is coming up saying moderation, just one step at a time. Allow for the transformation to occur slowly. And yeah, you're going to be doing this in a little bit of an unconventional way. This is a way that is not the way you would have expected even for yourself. But you're willing to go there. So again, just patience. Two of Wands in reverse coming up in the future. Okay, we have the Five of Coins in reverse. The Nine of Wands and the Sun in reverse. So, okay, look. There's some good things here, and there's some some things here. Okay. You're going to be moving forward, and it's going to be a little kind of touch and go. All right? The good thing is that you're really kind of putting yourself out there. You're willing to kind of jump into the game. You're willing to not hold yourself back. You're not going to hang out and isolate. Like, you're willing to kind of move forward, and you're opening yourself up to receiving. You're opening yourself up to be there. The problem is that it does look like this is going to be a little bit of, I don't want to say it's going to be a struggle for you, but you're going to have to work at this a little bit. And sometimes you may see things as not as positive as they actually are. So just be mindful of like maybe reading into a situation more than what it is, just because, again, those can be tendencies to kind of default to past patterns or outcomes that, you feel are just going to like dictate whatever this is for you. You're going through it. The Raven's head means you're going into some deep and profound work, and that can trigger some unease and some discomfort and like some fears to coming up to the surface. The thing is, though, is that I see like overall, though, I see this as good. You're just going to have to navigate it and know that, again, there will be signs for you to show you how to get through this. What's the Six of Wands in reverse? Okay, we have the Emperor and the King of Cups in reverse. So part of you is going to be like putting your emotions a little bit on the back burner, and you're going to be like, all right, I'm in control. I've got this, even though like I'm not feeling like I'm not really sure. Am I going to be successful? Am I not going to be successful? What I think you're doing is I think you're putting some of your like old emotions when it comes to what means a lot to you, and whatever this is kind of opening up for you. And you're going to like really kind of like let the boss come forward. It's almost like for some of you, I feel like you almost might even let your higher self come forward. But it's like, no. We've got to grab the steering wheel here. Okay. We may not know how this is going to turn out, but we're still going to move forward, because then you have the 8 of stars here, the 8 of coins, which is telling me you are putting in a lot of effort. We have the Knight of Coins. So you're putting in the effort. You're going slow and steady, which is, I love that. I really do. I mean, slow and steady. Make that your mantra for August. And then you have the Page of Cups coming in. So new opportunities in your dreams coming true, love opening up, intuition really kind of honing in, especially because we see the synchronicities here. Like you're gonna, as you get into that flow, you're gonna see like, no, you're in the right spot. You are in the right spot. Just keep believing in yourself. Don't let some of the past things get in your way. Believe in the magic. The magic is around you, and the magic's there to show you as you navigate this work, because you are being called to something greater and you do want to achieve it. And you know that it's a leveling up period for you, water signs. And again, it's just like there's some overhaul that you're going through. So anytime we're kind of going through an overhaul, it can feel a little bit overwhelming as well. So just kind of keep that in mind. All right. Water signs, that's my reading for you. Let me know how that resonated with my Cancers, Scorpios, and Pisces in the live chat. And we will move on to air signs. Air signs, I think, is next. If I'm wrong, call me out, but we're going to do air. I'm pretty sure it's air. So Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's in store for my air signs. Lovely, lovely. What can we know? What can we know here for air for the last half of August? Again, if you're just tuning in, I am holding a really super fun masterclass on dating. Something that, man, eluded me for so long. And then it just hit me when I after my ayahuasca journey. And I want to teach you guys how to make the shift yourself so that you never settle, that you never find yourself in a repetitive pattern of always attracting the wrong type of person, that you're not really that's not the kind of person that you're going to want to spend like your partner in crime, okay? Like the person that, you're going to ride or die with. So let's see here. Hi, Tez. Hi, Paul. All right. Air signs, let's get into it. Let's find out what is the main theme of air signs reading and what is the potential challenge. What is the potential challenge? There we go. Oh, okay. Well, air signs, You have the alchemical wedding. Ooh, so this is about union of something or someone, whatever it is, or whatever the thing, a person, an idea. I don't know, but it's about a very big celebration. There's a reason to celebrate here, air signs, but the challenge is Quicksilver. Now, Quicksilver is very slippery fast, right? This is like Mercury. And it's like you can easily slip in between this and that and whatever. And it's very slippery. It can like leave out of your hands. What I want to say right off the bat is, guys, I've been saying this throughout the entire readings for earth and water. Please be patient. Take your time. This is not the month to rush anything. Don't rush. Be mindful. Take your time. Be patient. Because with Quicksilver coming in, it's very fast energy, and this is your challenge. And you may just want to like, yes, and just go. And I just want to say, I don't feel like that's going to pay off at this point with the energies of the way they are in the sky and the fact that we are still in Mercury retrograde. Mercury will come out of retrograde on the 28th, but we'll still be in its shadow. I would just say patience, moderation, pumping the brakes, okay? Pumping the brakes. Hey, Anvil and Vine, good to see you. All right, let's find out what is in store for my air signs for the last half of August. What do we need to know about the past? What do we need to know about the past for my air signs? We have the Hermit showing up in in reverse. The Emperor in reverse. The Page of Wands in reverse. Ooh, okay. Okay. We have the Fool coming up in reverse in the present energies. Oh, nice. Oh, beautiful. We have the Page of Stars and the Ace of Stars coming up. And then into the future. The High Priestess in reverse. The Seven of Wands. And the Lovers in reverse. Ooh, okay. Overall energy is the Six of Wands in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse underneath it. All right. Let me have some water here. All right. So with the Six of Wands in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse, I don't know. I feel like you, air signs, may be second guessing a path that you've been taking. You're not really sure if this is the way you wanted to go. Maybe things looked better when you started, and now you're like wondering, I don't know about this. I don't know about this. In the past, you have the Hermit, the Emperor, and the Page of Wands all in reverse. So the Hermit's giving me a little anxious energy for some reason. Feeling like there's a little anxious, like a need to like kind of step out. But with the Emperor in reverse, it feels like there's someone here who is a little controlling, a little... I don't know why I'm getting for some of you air signs, like there's a disrespecting of your boundaries. um, by someone here. And you received some news that unexpectedly you didn't want to hear. You didn't like it in the past here. Now, in your present energies, however, it feels like things are turning around. You have the Fool in reverse, the Page of Stars, and the Ace of Stars. I feel like you're starting a whole new chapter. Like it feels like you want to do over. You want to start something different. It feels like you were really questioning something that you were involved in or a path you were on, and it feels like I get the sense that you kind of like left it behind, or at least put some distance between you and it, for sure. Page of Stars, Ace of Stars. Look, this is very new energy. It's young energy. It's learning, slowly building. You might be right now, for some of you air signs, you might be really focused on your money. You might be focused on your business, your career. This can also be relationships to some degree. But overall, like there's like, okay, I need to build more security, more stability. I want to have success here. And I see that this last half of August, I was going to say October, this last half of August is you're starting to lay down some groundwork here. Now, you're not rushing in. There's a little bit of hesitation on your part, which is fine. I don't think that's a bad thing. There's something about this that you're just like, you're holding back a little bit. But again, I would say with Quicksilver as your challenge, I say that's a good thing. Again, I think that's a good thing. Now, the problem is that in your future, you have the High Priestess in reverse, the Seven of Wands, and the Lovers in reverse. So for some of you that's dealing with someone, it feels like, something's going to get revealed to you in the future where you are going to be on guard. You're going to feel like you have to stand up for yourself. You may feel like you have to fight back or defend something. And I see that either with the Lovers in reverse, this is going to be like really putting distance between you and someone else, or ending something altogether. Or this is about you really coming back to a decision that you may have delayed making and now you're going to make. So I think though, there was a reason to not move through it quickly. And I would say that you have the alchemical wedding. So there is a reason to celebrate here. Something is really coming together, but it feels like there's also another layer here. There's something else that's kind of, I don't want to say getting in your way, but maybe a distraction or maybe a disruption to what it is that you're trying to do, slow you down. So keep that in mind. Let's see what the Six of Wands in reverse is about. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no. Whatever this energy is that's trying to come back in, I don't like it. Push it aside. Like, get it out of here. Because you got the Seven of Swords, the Six of Coins in reverse, and then the Two of Coins. So what I'm seeing is, yeah, there's definitely something where you were not feeling good about this. You're second guessing. And I just feel like someone either kind of doing some shady shit, a little bit of a betrayal, just a little sneaky kind of sabotaging energy. And it was like, there's just like this lack of reciprocity, like not an equal give and take. Someone was taking way more and not giving as much. And this created a really big imbalance, and which is really something that I think you were struggling with here, air signs. So what's this Hermit? Hermit in reverse. Again, the Emperor in reverse. I feel like there's someone around you that's controlling, likes to control, doesn't respect boundaries, doesn't care about your boundaries. Yeah, and then you have the Nine of Swords coming up. So feels like, yeah, it feels like you had some anxious energy and like you're trying to, I think you were trying to get away, But I don't think someone was like it feels like you were trying to retreat. It feels like you were trying to take some time alone, but it doesn't feel like they were respecting your boundaries. And it caused you some like anxiety here, some stress, triggering maybe some fears. I don't know who this person is, but I don't like it. What's this Emperor in reverse? Yeah, okay. Eight of Cups in reverse and Nine of Coins in reverse. Codependency. Really struggling to like break away from like this codependent nature. Like it's like, I don't know. I'm hearing something about this person keeps saying like they need you. They need you. Or making you feel like you can't, like you have to like attend to their needs. And again, that's where that reciprocity is not being balanced out. And so they're kind of like, again, disrespecting boundaries or trying to control you in some way, or just trying to control a situation. I don't know, but what's this Page of Wands in reverse? You know, now that I'm like reading this with the Quicksilver, it can be very like slippery, slip away. Maybe you want to actually slip away. Maybe you want to get out of maybe you just want to slip through their fingertips. You know, I don't know. What is this Page of Wands in reverse? Ooh, yeah. Knight of Cups in reverse, Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, someone here, this could have been you, air signs. I don't know. But it's kind of like, no, we're not doing this. Putting an end to this cycle and totally rejecting, not moving forward in that way. Like really kind of putting up some kind of barrier of your heart. And some news here was delivered that I don't know if it was you or the other person, wasn't expecting, and it was not good news for them. So I feel it was not good news for them. So let me see. What is the Fool? What is the Fool in reverse? Oh, I love it. Okay, you have the Judgment card coming up. So whatever this new chapter is that you're embarking on, air signs, for the last half of August, it's kind of like giving you like this phoenix rising from the ashes. You just went through something, and now like you're getting like this second wind on life, kind of, so to speak. But it also like when the Judgment's coming here on the Fool card, this is telling me that whatever direction you're going, it's in alignment with where you need to be going. Like it's on your path. It's on the path it's the path you want. Whatever you're doing, it's in alignment with your path of purpose, destiny. What else do we need to know about the Fool? You're just a little bit hesitant. Oh, okay. Five of Swords. Well, okay. So some of you might be a little hesitant. I don't know if it's because there's some fights around like you having to do this. You might be arguing with people of why you're doing this. You may feel like you're fighting. For others of you, there might be a little bit of self-sabotage coming in here, which is why you're like, you might be going into this a little slower, and it would be maybe a little self-sabotage, kind of thoughts percolating to the surface that are telling you, no, you can't do this or whatever. And I would just say, put those aside, because you got the Page of Stars here. Ooh, Queen of Cups. So really like building new energy, with a very, open heart, feeling a lot. Some of you, this is about building new energy, with your intuition. The Sun in reverse. I feel like the first thing that came to my mind when I saw the Sun in reverse is something that you were optimistic about in the past. You're now working on like now. That's the first message that came through. What's this Ace of Stars? Okay, seven of coins. And the Three of Wands with the Devil coming in. Ooh, okay. Again, I feel like this is this energy. This energy is trying to interfere or disrupt. Do not let it. You're starting to build something. You're starting to open. You're really kind of like opening the door somewhere. And it feels like as you're opening it, all of a sudden you have to do a little bit of holding, waiting back, because there's an energy coming in here of the devil. And with the 3 of Wands in reverse, it's almost like it comes into like, is this really what you want? Do you really want this? Like, I don't know. It's kind of like making you second guess yourself a little bit. For others of you, this just might be your fears coming up because this is new. This could just be your fears are coming up, making you doubt yourself and kind of question what it is that you really want. But I get, though, that you are really meant to be heading this direction. So try not to give those feelings or thoughts, I should say, too much weight. Because you're really looking to, like, you want something to harvest here in the end. What's this High Priestess? What's this High Priestess in reverse? The Page of Cups. The Fool in reverse. Okay, there's a new opportunity coming in related to this wish, this dream that you want. Okay, and it's related to what you started with. Something about that is going to get revealed to you in the future. What is like something that you weren't aware of? But it's opening up an opportunity for you. So it's good. So 7 of Wands. So it feels like you need to be on guard for, like, you need to protect this. And it feels like you are trying to protect it. What is this? Yeah, there's that freaking okay. The King of Coins in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse, sandwiching the Wheel of Fortune. Look, there's something from someone from your past or someone around you that's got a very masculine, it doesn't have to be a man, but it's got a very masculine energy that feels like it's more of authority or has some kind of hold on you, or, you know, like, and they like to control. They easily can get a little angry, or their feathers can definitely get ruffled easily. And I just want to say that you're going to be defending yourself against them. And this is going to make things change for you in a whole new way. Like by you standing your ground, and I want to say you do have an upper hand here, air signs, so don't forget that. But by you standing your ground, you set the wheel in motion for really big positive change to come through. So what's this Lovers? What's this Lovers in reverse? Okay. Page of Wands and the Hermit in reverse. So it feels like you finally make a decision that you knew you needed to make in the past. And this is like really good for you, where you don't feel like you have to be in hiding. And it brings in something that is actually opening up more excitement and passion for you. There's something really exciting about this. I feel like you're going to get a sense of empowerment. There is a reason for you to celebrate. Something is definitely coming together for you here, but I do feel like there's an outside force that's trying to disrupt it in some way. And as long as you stand your ground and you don't let them interfere, and there is going to be like a cutting off of the cord of there's some kind of cutting energy here, of course, with Mars square Saturn and Jupiter like enhancing Mars. Mars is the cutting planet, like cutting things away, separation. So that's bound to happen in certain cases. So I just see like you really kind of getting into a place, like whatever the energy is, however way it's presenting to you, I just see you saying no to it. You stand your ground because you've got other opportunities that are starting to open up, and you're starting to see, no, like I can't afford to allow you to screw this up for me, like kind of thing. Like you can't be here. So that's what I see what's kind of happening for you. So it's kind of a mixed bag here for you, air signs. Like it's good. There's definitely like new opportunities here coming in for you and new paths opening up that are very promising. But you're also in a place where you have to be challenged to stand your ground, to stand up for yourself, and to really draw, I think, definitive boundaries. I would say that you know, there may be a part of you that just wants to slip away, but I think the reason why you can't is because you do have to draw the line in the sand. Like that's part of the lesson here is what it feels like. So, air signs, that's my reading for you. How are my air signs doing? Okay, we're going to go on to fire signs. Fire signs, you guys are next. Last but not least. One second here. Let me just check something here. Okay. Just bear with me, guys, for 1 second. Okay. Tez, I've put you in timeout because I just want you to chill out a little, all right? You are dominating the chat. So, since I don't have any moderators here right now, so I just want you guys definitely feel free to express yourself. Just be mindful of what you're expressing and what kind of energy you're bringing to my channel. And that, you know, you're not bringing everyone else. I don't want to say you're not bringing everyone else down because everyone's allowed to have a bad day, but like that was a little much, Tez. That was a little much. You're of course welcome to be here. Just a little less is more, okay? All right. Just don't want any of you guys to feel uncomfortable in the chat. So, all right. There is a time and place for everything. Okay, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is in store for my fire signs for the last half of August? All right. Let's see. What is the main theme of fire signs reading, and what is the potential challenge they may be facing in the last half of August? What is the theme? Well, fire signs. Okay. Wow. Okay, so you got similar to Earth signs, your theme is chaos. So again, I'm not surprised this card has come up twice, just given the energies in the sky. So expect there to be like disruptions, changes, unexpected events, things that you're not expecting, a little bit of drama, a little bit of tension, all those things that chaos brings. It's, you know, nothing's going to feel like it's going in just one direction. It's going to feel all over the place. But your challenge is interesting. Your challenge is autumn, okay? And so with your challenge being autumn, like there's something that you're really trying to harvest here. Like you're working on something that you know is going to produce results for you that brings in some kind of abundance, to whatever way that means for you, but you're looking to bring in more. You're looking to have something to feast on down the road. And I want to say that you may find that there's something that kind of tries to come in and disrupt things, or there might be a disruption to that process. It all really depends. We'll see how it all turns out. Again, I will say, like, as I've said to everyone, whatever is happening, try not to react, as difficult as that might be. Take a step back, take a breather, pause, patience, reassess, see if there's anything you're missing. Just with all of this energy and Mercury being in retrograde, it's like, ugh, communication, mishaps, misunderstandings, gosh, I don't know why. All right. Let's see. What do we need to know about the past here for my fire signs? Aries, Leo, and Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse coming in. We have the Eight of Crystals in reverse. And then we have the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay. Not bad, actually. Let's see. What is coming into the present moment? The Four of Wands in reverse. Ooh, the Page of Crystals in reverse. And the Sun in reverse. All reversals, fire signs. Okay. Some of them, though, are good reversals. Let's see. Coming into the future. Okay, the Seven of Wands in reverse. What else? What else is coming into the near future here for the Knight of Crystals in reverse? Well, we're consistent, fire signs. Oh, no, we're not. That one just came out by itself. Nine of Cups. All right, we got a big wish coming in at the end here. So don't despair here, my fire signs. The overall energy is the World in reverse, but the Ace of Wands below it. Okay. Something needs to be completed in order for some another new beginning that feels, I'm going to tell you, feels a little bit like a breakthrough for you, fire signs. You're trying to birth something new that I feel is going to produce good results for you down the road. But there's something that is still undone and needs to be tied up. It needs to be completed. Okay. In the past, you have the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Crystals in reverse, and the Four of Cups in reverse. So, look, the Queen of Cups in reverse is saying, for some of you, I feel like you were doubting your intuition. You may have been overthinking some things. For others of you, it feels a little more like some of you may have been a little sad about something, or just kind of really, it feels for some of you too, you could have been feeling like a little bit up and down, but maybe not showing the world, but like on your own, like you had a little bit of a heavy heart. But the good news is though I see though that you were able to get yourself out of it. And as you're getting yourself out of it, you decided to maybe take an opportunity, or at the very minimum, you shifted your energy where, okay, I'm not going to be in this kind of poor me kind of place. I'm going to actually make something happen here. It looks like you changed it and you're looking for opportunities to seize. Being open at least to the idea of opportunities coming your way. In your current energies, we have the Four of Wands in reverse, the Page of Crystals in reverse, and the Sun in reverse. I'll be honest. Yeah, this energy, Not a big fan of it. Um, it feels like there's something you have to take care of before you can really get this new start. So as you're like moving forward, it feels like there's an old contract or some kind of contract that needs to either be completely redone or reevaluated, or maybe it's just not a good contract and time to end it. With the Page of Crystals in reverse, I want you to be very careful about the words of what this contract, and when I say contract, I don't necessarily mean it. With the Page of Crystals in reverse, something has to be reviewed and relooked at. Because something's not exactly it's not right, or it's not going to work for you. It's not supportive to you. It doesn't feel good. It may just be again it's Mercury retrograde. This could have been something that you looked at, maybe overlooked, didn't see. You need to review it. There's something you're missing that you need to review. For others of you, this won't be for many of you. I just get this sense with this Page of Swords that it's a little bit of a lying energy. And it may not be full-blown lying, but a little bit withholding, a little bit of like not telling you all the details, kind of a lying, And so this is something you have to deal with in order to move forward with your other thing. So I don't know if it means just restructuring the entire agreement or contract, or completely like saying no to it. You'll figure that out for yourself as you look into it. But in the future, I see the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Crystals, and then the Nine of Cups. Nine of Crystals in reverse. So there's something about like the Seven of Wands in reverse. Feels like you're surrendering to something. It feels like you are like, you know what? I don't need to deal with this shit anymore. Like that's what it feels like. Like I don't need to work so hard or fight for this shit. And with the Knight of Crystals in reverse, it's interesting. I think you're going to make a little bit of a rash decision. And although I'm not a fan of that at this time, it does look like it works out in your favor. Now, this is something you're going to be doing down the road, not in the last half of August, because this is in your future. So we'll be kind of out of those energies, at least in the thick of it. So it does look like you're going to have some kind of spontaneous action that you're going to take here. And it does look like it's moving you towards like your big wishes, like something you really want and desire. So let's see. The World in reverse. What's this World in reverse? Okay, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. The Temperance card. And the Empress card. Okay. Something is coming to full fruition. However, before it can, again, it's like, it feels like there's some kind of, you might be getting some kind of news that you weren't expecting. Like, again, something's not exactly the way you thought it was. I really think you're going to have to review something here, fire signs. Something has to be relooked at. Again, I don't think for the majority of you, the contract has to be completely null and void. I just think it's about restructuring an agreement, what you agreed upon, whether it's just a verbal agreement or something, like you just got to be on the same page. I'd be a little wary of verbal agreements at this time, but, it's always good to have something in writing, but, whatever it is, there's a revisiting of it because something's not sitting right. And, again, though, I will say that with patience, you will get what you want. Okay. You will get what you want. So just take your time with it. Review it. And it feels like it's something necessary to open up the next new thing for you. What's the Queen of Cups in reverse? Huh. Okay, the Queen of Coins and the Knight of Coins. So, yeah, I think, you were trying to I think you were trying to appear like you had everything together on the outside. And I think you were really focused on your own personal success, about like maybe it was like your job or your money. Maybe for some of you, it was even your health. And you were just steadily working towards it. But deep down, though, it feels like you weren't like your emotions were not matching like what you were presenting to the world. um I think even for some of you, there you may have been a little kind of down about like there's this thing that you want and you're trying to work towards it, and maybe you just, I don't know, maybe you just went through this spell of like I'm doubting my intuition, I'm doubting myself, I'm doubting, there's just the word doubting seems to be coming up here. But again, I feel like you got out of it because you have this Eight of Crystals in reverse, which is the Eight of Wands. So what is this Eight of Crystals? Yeah, you have the Four of Swords. So I think you may have you're like, hold on, maybe I need some extra sleep. Maybe I need to sleep on it. Maybe I need to meditate. Maybe I need to go out in nature. It's just something about like retreating, getting some rest, recovering a little, letting that nervous system die down. Five of Cups in reverse. So kind of like, again, it's like, all right, instead of focusing on what is not working, I'm going to focus on what is. And so what is the Four of Cups in reverse? Yeah, okay, we have the Fool, and then the Emperor in reverse. So I wonder if so like you're like, no, I'm going to start looking at the glass half full, and I'm going to start looking at new opportunities here. I'm ready to get myself out of the situation. And I think you went on a new path here. For some of you, if this is a business, whatever path you were taking, it definitely, you didn't feel as confident in your path that you were taking because there's some very new element to it. And so you were kind of branching out is what I'm getting. Like you're branching out into some area that is not your normal domain. Like it takes you a little out of your comfort zone at the very minimum. But you went for it here. So what's the Four of Wands in reverse? What's this Four of Wands in reverse? Okay, we have the Justice card in reverse. The Five of Coins in reverse. Like, this is what I'm saying. There is an agreement that is not agreeable to you, okay? And there's something about you get left out of something that you should be included in, is what it feels like. So I just want to say you need to renegotiate, you need to reevaluate, reassess, rewrite. I don't know. There's some, whatever this is, for some of you, this is an actual legal agreement with the Justice card here in reverse. But I want to say whatever it is, it's not in your favor. So you need to relook at that, okay? The Page of Crystals in reverse. Okay, again, there's a Sun in reverse with the Sun in reverse. There's something, again, I don't know if it's in the actual wording, the way it's worded, something being omitted that needs to be in there. And then we have the King of Swords. Okay, so you have this Page of Crystals energy that's kind of like young, sneaky, kind of like trying to like play coy, and it's not favorable. But what I see happening though is with the King of Swords is if you need to call in someone to look at it with you, to help you assess it, really look at the fine print, the fine details, help you negotiate, whatever, like, because I see this King of Swords energy coming in. So I do see a more dominant energy that does come in, and it feels like this is a good thing for you. I don't know if this is you, or if you bring someone in to help you. What is the Sun? Or like you talk to someone about it, right? Like you have someone look at it just on your behalf. What is the Sun in reverse? Okay, we have the moon in reverse and the three of swords. So something is getting revealed and illuminated here on how the foundation, how the structure would be built with another person here. So like, yeah, you're building it, but it's not, it doesn't look good. And so, finally something gets revealed here. It's no longer confusing. It's no longer hidden, which is good, but it's also not good. I mean, it's good that it's revealed, but it's what's revealed is not good. So, I do see though, it feels like you're going to get it worked out though. Again, take your time, although you're going to do something spontaneous down here. So what is the Seven of Wands in reverse? Okay, Hangman. So you kind of surrender. You're like, you know what? Let me just step back from this for a second. I maybe need to get a new perspective. There might be something I'm missing. So what is this? What is this Seven of Wands? What else do we need to know about it? The Hermit and the High Priestess. You really want to tune into your intuition on this one. You want to go deep. You're gonna probably isolate. You're gonna probably like just take a little bit of time, maybe take a few days to really look at it. Which is good. You may even want to wait till Mercury retrograde is over to finalize anything. But I do see though that like how you get the perspective shift is more from a place of meditation, tuning into your internal guidance system. Maybe you're speaking to an intuitive person. I don't know, but you do kind of step away from this a little bit. But when you do, what's this Knight of Swords or crystals? Knight of Crystals in reverse, because there is going to be some kind of swift action. That's way too many cards. We have the Ten of Wands. Ah, there we go. Okay. There is, so you have the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and then the World. There's our World upright with the one that this is what I was looking for. I wanted to see this come out in your reading. So it's not going to be something that you've close out by the end of August, which is kind of good, to be quite honest. We shouldn't be doing anything crazy, Mercury retrograde anyway, especially if it comes to contracts, legal agreements. Like even I'm speaking to a lawyer, like my lawyer, and I made sure to like start with her on like when Mercury was direct. I'm like, I could have seen her a little bit before, but I'm like, no, we're gonna wait till Mercury is direct because I don't want there to be any misunderstandings or miscommunications or anything. So what I see is like spontaneously, I think it's either something comes to you, you get it. I think you're going to act on it. And you're going to finally put an end to some really difficult, long held obstacle or challenge that you've been going through, that you've had a hard time like putting behind you, walking away from, and you're closing this out. Like you close this out. Like this is like you're donezo. And then that's what's going to finally open the door up to your Nine of Cups, which is this Ace of Wands. So this is something for some of you, this is like new creativity, new fire, new passion, new, some of you, this is like taking your spiritual, enlightenment, like to another level. Like, what is this Nine of Cups? Okay. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Swords. I feel like you're gonna express something here, actually, fire signs. You got something to say, and I don't think you're gonna hold back. And it's about like what you want and what you deserve, and yeah. And there's your Nine of Cups again. So all I want to say is you're gonna get clarity. You are definitely, if you need help, get someone to look at whatever this is that you need to get looked at. You're going to get some intuitive insights. You may want to talk to an intuitive. But I see in the end, you're going to finally close this out. And then I think you're going to like, you know, exactly, like there's so much clarity. You cut bullshit out of the way and you make a decision. You make a very big decision. It's a decision that you've known you've needed to make, but you haven't yet made it. And now everything's clear. I think you were waiting for some kind of clarity on this, but this is about a wish. This is about something you really want. And so that's finally opening up to you. So I think the last half of August for you is more about, okay, I got to look at this contract. You know, is it like the contract may be about like what it is that you want, like this 9 of Cups, but something in the contract isn't going to work out in your favor, or something in the agreement isn't going to work out for you. And you've got to switch that up, or you got to like not like nix the whole thing altogether. So, fire signs, that's my reading for you. I hope these readings resonated. I hope they were helpful. Thank you guys so much. Okay, and if you're still here, please hit the like button, drop a comment for me, help me with the algorithms. You know, share this video with your friends who might need some insight into their life. All that good stuff. Thank you for your support. And again, don't forget the masterclass, the dating masterclass. I've got the link down below if you're interested to check it out or just read more about like what we're going to be doing. It's super fun and super affordable. And it's gonna be really fun, actually. Really, really fun. So okay, guys, that's all I got for you. Have an amazing weekend. Stay in your lane. Don't let your emotions get the best of you this weekend, especially leading into Monday, because it's only gonna get tense, more and more tense as we head into the weekend. But I will say it's not affecting all of us that way. It's certainly, well, God, I don't even want to say it out loud. Knock on wood. It's not so far showing up that way to me. So it's actually showing up better than I could ever imagine. So, you know, just be mindful. You are the creator of your reality. There are some tense energies out there, but you can navigate them and you can utilize them actually to your benefit. It's just about knowing like how to be assertive, how to like push for what it is that you want, how to be responsible, be diligent, be on top of things, because Saturn always wants you to be on top of things, right? So just be responsible, be timely, all those kinds of things. And of course, check out the podcast with Mary DeCina. And guys, I'm going to leave it there. I love you. Have an amazing weekend. And we'll talk to you guys really soon.